Yay! I see the map on Twitch. Okay. Got my brother in chat too, because he's gonna help me figure out how everything works and how audio is. Chris, can you hear me? Oh, Buffy! Hi! Chris, can you hear me? Well, he's only watching actually the stream, so he'll be.
The stream doesn't seem to have any sound.
It doesn't. Great.
Oh wait, no, I just heard you, I think. But I think I can just hear you.
So you can't hear the
I don't
background?
think desktop is playing.
Okay.
Oh no, I think it's playing, but very quietly.
Very quietly here.
I can very lightly hear myself talking. That's about it.
Yeah, you're gonna. I guess you would hear me. Maybe I should split off.
Oh, there we go. The music just started.
Yeah, I turned it up, but you should be able to hear yourself too. Hear me through the TeamSpeak. Oh, can you hear it now, Chris? And can you hear me fine? Okay,
Yeah, sounds pretty good now.
Okay. How does the microphone quality sound as far as static go?
There's no static.
No static, no kind of weird hum?
Nah, no like boost.
So it sounds good. I guess the frames, everything looks good. It says I'm doing 30 FPS, so this video should be pretty smooth. Of course, this game doesn't need to render very fast. Seems fine. Cool! I guess we'll get this party started. Thank you, Chris, for coming and helping out just to make sure everything's ready. If I don't futz with anything, we should be good for Extra Life here in a few weeks. Okay. Hello and welcome back. It's been a long time. But we are going to try a Russian game here in Europa Universalis 4. For those of you who do not know of it, it is one of the most complicated strategy games ever, made by Paradox Plaza, and they love their strategy. So I need to go through the beginning steps. I've kind of already taken just a general look around. We're playing as Muscovy here. Yeah, I know, fun talking over the world, but it's going to be great music. We're going to be playing as Muscovy here, who we're going to eventually try and form Big Bad Russia. We have got 3 small countries that are following us at the moment. Polskov, Yaroslavl, and Perm here. First objective, kill Novgorod. They have pretty good territory, they're pretty weak to start out. They're going to expand. Since first, we need rivals. Rivals Novgorod already hates us, so they'll be good. Lithuania also hates us, and so does Denmark. Don't want Kazan right now. Yeah, we'll do Lithuania too. Hopefully they don't get their PU with Poland, because that would suck. And would mean I wouldn't be able to invade them without bringing on the hate. And Denmark currently has Sweden and Norway under thumb. If I rival Denmark, I could probably help get Sweden free, which means then I can invade them later. So that's good. We have provincial unrest. Why do we have provincial unrest? Where? Casimov. So where in our territories is Casimov? Because they're Sunni and we are Russian Orthodox. So the Sunnis are pissed. Try to keep like F-bombs and stuff out of it, Bossy, but
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
yeah, just like crap, and you'll probably hear me say shit or something. But yeah, just try to keep the severe curse words out of it. I know
Probably avoid
demonics.
specific topics.
Yeah,
Like your favorite word, Bossy.
I know demonics doesn't like it, but you're gonna hear me cussing when I screw up. We are playing Iron Man, so I can't save and do any save scumming because that is the only way to get achievements in this game is to play the Iron Man version.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep, and I'm playing the manpower. So stat up here at the top, I have 26,000 manpower right now. The achievement is to get 1,000,000 manpower. That's really only achievement against Russia because they get bonuses out the butt manpower. So that's why I'm doing Iron Man. Usually you can save scum, like for a month back, but a month is not long. You start in the year 1444, you get until the year 1821. So we need to finish, I guess, taking care of this. Advisors, can't really afford right now. But we should really start. Crap, that's a lot of admin. The admin points up at the top here allow you to do your tech and ideas, which also give you bonuses as you complete ideas and as you actually get new ideas. You pick an idea, you go through all these multiple selections. As you go through each selection, you move this bar up. As you complete a section, you get a bonus like port creation minus 15% is actually awesome. Land force limit modifier plus 50%, more troops. Manpower, recovery speed, 10% extra for more troops. And then eventually, if you get it all full, you get these bonuses up here, which is a national manpower modifier plus 25%, and minus 20% to infantry costs, which means you can be like the real Russians and just throw men at the problem until it goes away. Can't afford that. Disputed secession. I haven't really gotten to the secession game where you can take over countries by marrying the right people. And we're going to do a mission, which is Conquer Abroad, which gives us some nice bonuses. We do that, and they're going to hate us now. And now, before you can take territory in this game, you have to have a claim on the territory. Otherwise, you incur several penalties for taking stuff without a claim. And if you get too much aggressive expansion, coalitions can form, all the countries can come and kick your butt together. But that gave me a claim on everything Novgorod holds. Novgorod, that is their only army, so we catch their only army. We wipe them out right now and just be done with them. Looks like our vassals can bring in about 9k, and I've got about 22k, and they've only got 13. They have no allies. Let's check out our military. It does take a little bit for this game to get started. When we first started a new game.
I don't even understand what I'm looking at on the stream right now.
You don't understand what? I need to
I
turn
don't
you up.
understand what I'm looking at. Like, there's just so much information.
Yeah, I had to watch somebody play a full game before I could figure it out. It will attempt to figure it out. So. Ah, thanks for the broom, Buffy.
No problem.
Yeah, it took a while. Like my first game I played is France. France is really easy, noob country. But I managed to screw it up real bad in my first game. The Ottomans are another favorite because they can take over massive swaths of land, but I haven't played as the Russians before. So the
Should
armies
play as the mighty English.
the mighty English. You know, I actually played a Denmark game, conquered Sweden and Norway, created the country of Scandinavia, and then invaded and conquered all of Great Britain. At the same time, colonizing North America, and then I invaded France and took over like.
Well, clearly, you know, this game can't be historically accurate then, because
It's close.
that never would have happened if it was real life. I mean,
I invaded through Scotland actually, because Scotland was still around, so they let me get the foothold on the island.
Damn Scots.
Okay, so let's build up a little bit more army. What's our army
I just had a really weird moment where I realised that Italy was smaller than the UK. I always assumed it was bigger.
Yeah, no, Italy's actually smaller. Because if you think about like where Venice and Milan up here, and then Genoa, and that's Monferrat, and some
The
of
kind of thing
Savoy.
that I never thought about before in my head.
Yeah, this map gives you a nice overview. This map does span the entire world, so you can go anywhere.
Does it wrap? Like, if you go across off one end, does it start on the other end?
No, Boxy,
Yeah, you'll see it here in a second. I just did it.
It can't rap for you, Boxy. I'm sorry. It doesn't. It can't be Eminem.
Oh, I'm sorry, but this map doesn't conform to my flat Earth beliefs. So,
You can also play as any country in this game. Absolutely anything. So even this little shit pile right here, of Frankfurt, you can start as that.
wow.
Apologies
to anybody from Frankfurt out there.
You get one. Yeah, sorry. You get that one little territory, but then you're actually inside of the Holy Roman Empire, and that whole mechanic comes into play, and that's a big difference.
My god, there's a lot of small countries in there.
Yeah, which historically that was the only place small countries existed basically at this time. If you attack anybody inside of the Holy Roman Empire and you are not part of the Holy Roman Empire, Austria, who is the emperor right now, and his allies will join in on the fight.
Holy shit, Lithuania is so big on this map.
Yeah, Lithuania is this big, usually gets a personal union under Poland. So Poland leads the union and Lithuania is the follower. And then eventually they form the Commonwealth state, which did exist in history for a little while before it broke apart. And then Lithuania got really tiny.
I like the sound of the Golden Horde.
The Golden Horde? They're leftovers from the Mongol invasions. This game I have learned some more world history because of this game. I like Brittany over here. This little peninsula off of France, which is currently present-day France. I spent like 2 hours on their Wikipedia page one day. Just looking up the history of that little country.
Georgia.
Oh yeah, down here in the Caucasus. Right now, unfortunately, the world's religions are kind of skewed up.
This map just isn't accurate. I mean, where's Atlantis? Where's Avalon? You know?
Oh, just wait until the Presbyterians get in on this. That becomes like the first, the League War becomes like the first World War in Europe at a certain point.
Oh look, it's the weather report. That part of the world is sunny.
Yeah, which I'm gonna have to move south at a certain point, but then you have to convert those people to Orthodox, or you don't have religious unity, and it causes rebellions and all kinds of fun shit. So.
Hooray for religion.
Yeah, and since I'm Orthodox, it kind of hurts. Because this is basically the easy conquerable territory, and after that it gets harder. There's some down here. What's really fun is if you play as the Ottomans, you can flip to Orthodox and not be Islamic at all. And it's actually a really good tactic, because then you can conquer all of Poland, Lithuania, and Russia without having to worry about religion. So we're moving north. We're gonna start producing some more troops. Let's see, we had 7 we can make. Infantry's cheap.
This is just like a really complicated game of Risk.
Kinda is. So we're gonna we're gonna unpause, and you can see time ticking up here. Speed 1 is really slow, but you can go to speed 5. Which lets the game progress as fast as your CPU can allow.
Oh god.
So on like i7s, the game just flies. Like I've got an i5 6th gen, and it'll move pretty quick. You'll see it go. There's a month. There's a month. It goes by pretty quick. Basically, the game is leave it on like 4 or 5 and just pause whenever you need to do something. really should wait for winter to be over. That minus 30% supply limit modifier is gonna, and plus 3 attrition for enemies. That's just gonna wreck. Like, I looked up a few strategies like for how to play Russia before actually attempting it, and they're like, if you ever get invaded by a superior force, just let them hang in your territory during the winter. They'll all die because of attrition. Oh, I forgot to send out my diplomats. Who likes me? Which one's like? There we go. Oh fuck, nobody around me.
Who likes me?
Nobody around me. Dang it, Lithuania's allied to Poland. Which means they're probably gonna get the PU.
Send tons of like diplomats to like random ass places on the map and become allies with them, and then.
The Ottomans might be a safe bet, because if they grow like they're supposed to, they can help me invade Europe later. They would be actually pretty... So, yeah, we'll send somebody.
That feeling when nobody around you likes you.
No, everybody's like, either hates me or is like... Everybody's like, you're okay, but we don't know. So we'll try the Ottomans, and then I also need to start fabricating names. Your independence is guaranteed by the Golden Horde. That sucks, because that means I might go to war with them. Their ally Uzbek, which we can't even see on the map right now. But Ryzan, who actually likes me a little bit, plus 42. Your ass is mine. Oh, I forgot. I'm playing in... Oh crap, what version am I on? This is probably the latest version, 17. Which means I have to build spy networks. I'm used to playing in 15 so much, but I said I would play this one in the current version, which they changed stuff around. Riga and the Teutonic. Let's build a spy network in Romania too, so we're gonna EU eventually. Okay, they still have no allies. Yay, which means I have no diplomats to send. Crap! Forgot to keep one. Okay, come back. 9 days. War! Take capital.
Never changes.
Let's see. 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, 125% prestige, and 100% costs for all that shit. Take the extra prestige, because the higher your prestige is, the more bonuses you get. So, war goal is to take Novgorod, not get killed in business. Actually, what's their tech level? E. And that is what mine is. Mine's at 3, but it's under Eastern, which means everything costs 20% more. Okay. Let's get down with the sickness. That's right, I said it.
Ooh, ah.
I really hire. Oh, we have a general! What? We get to start with one. And it's a good one, too. A 3-4-3. That's actually freaking awesome. Okay, so we just have to make sure he starts the wars. It's May now, so severe weather is gone. Severe winter is gone, which means I really should have checked that before I declared war, but now means we can kill him easily. Let's take speed down, because otherwise I'm gonna be stupid accidentally. Unfortunately, the battles are very civilized, unlike Total War. You don't actually see it; it just is math. It gets calculated.
Oh, fun.
Yes, but the whole point is to watch the territory become yours, not actually watch the conflicts. Look at these scrubs. They're just running and attacking my ally, which means I can just siege down all of their crap and not have to worry. Where did they blockade a port? Where do I have a port? Oh, because my allies took that territory, so it's considered ours now. That's what they did.
Yeah, I thought you were landlocked. So I was like, what?
Yeah, because they considered captured territory your territory, but it's only like occupied, so it doesn't even really become yours until the war's over and you say, yes, I want that land. Why not? I don't think we're gonna be able to take over all of Novgorod in the first war. Neva's good. That's a trade center. We don't have a trade center if we don't have that, do we? No, we do not. We really need that. Bring in lots of money. I need lots of money to continue the pillaging.
All the muns.
All the months. All the whatever. Well, it's ducats, but I don't know what the hell the Russian currency is at this point. Maybe I should come up with historical facts while I play this game. Sure, that way I have things.
Come
to
up
talk
with
about.
them.
Well, look them up. Come up with them.
Just make up historical facts.
Well, they're gonna be made up as soon as you get any like decent way in this game. Like,
Did you know that Russia was named after a horse that killed the British Empire?
That's awesome. That would be
Here's an
awesome.
actual fact. There was a Russian woman who used to tie up bears and use a pulley system to have sex with them.
That's nice. I love to hear interesting facts.
Yeah.
Let's see.
She was like, no man could possibly satisfy me, so I'm gonna bang bears.
So, if they siege down my vassal's capital, by the time they finish that, I might siege down both of their forts, and this war's just gonna be back. I already have 16% victory. Well, war score.
You're gonna attack Soroka. Hey, he's just pretty powerful mid.
What?
Good
Sorok?
support though.
Yes. It's gonna be mine. My ally's taking over absolutely everything, too. Livonian Order declared war on somebody.
A nice cool.
Novgorod!
Bastard.
So the Livonian Order, that little like dark red guy right here, he saw that I was whooping up on Novgorod and goes, you know what? I'll get in on that too.
I want me some land.
And just declared war on him. The AI in this game is so opportunistic. They will see stuff like that and just jump on it. Even when they're little bitty and the bigger country has their entire army still, they will say, oh, this sounds like a good idea. We'll do this now.
My odds of winning just increased a fair amount. Let's do this.
So Novgorod has actually 2 wars going on right now. They're actually starting to beat that.
So are you playing this on like a decent difficulty level, or?
There is no difficulty level, really. The difficulty is what country you decide to start as.
Ah.
Right. I don't think there's a setting for that anywhere. Because, like, no matter what, like, I tried playing a game of Savoy right here, that little pink guy. That was, oh my gosh, difficult, because I, like, expanded a little way into Italy, but I pissed off everyone around me in the process. And then I just, like, forced Switzerland to be on my side by vassalizing them. And France is like, we don't like you very much, so we're gonna go be French and kick your butt.
Just like, you're my friend now.
Oh, England got the War of the Roses event. So the Black Lines mean rebels took the area, so they're in civil war right now. What is... Oh, the Golden Horde's taking over Gaza. That's okay, the Golden Horde sucks. It's only what's left over from the Mongols.
Just because they can't get into China anymore because of the wall.
Damn Mongolians trying to come over my wall.
My shitty wall!
Okay, so yeah. 21% likelihood of taking it, 14% likelihood of taking it. They're at 14% on my allies' capital. This is going to be very quick.
It's always puzzled me how, like, the Mongolians left China alone long enough to build that wall.
Yeah, basically. Well, it was after, the Great Khans, in the Ming Dynasty that came about afterward, that then the Mongols were basically pulling back on all fronts.
Yeah, but if I heard that people were, like, building a wall to keep me out, I'd just go fuck with them.
That's what they tried to do.
Like, I just keep poking them and, like, stealing bricks and crap like that. Like...
1444, the Ming Dynasty actually rules China right now. And if you can see them, Ming Dynasty is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, I'm not even going to have to fight the Novgorod army because that other country and its allies came in. It's 28,000 to 10,000. I'm not even going to lose a person. I'm going to lose only people because of sieging in this war. That's awesome.
You just got like a free country.
They just got wrecked. Let's see if we can catch them and just slaughter the rest of the army mercilessly. Hey, Siege of Novgorod, we have 100% victory. Can I just kill the rest of this army to further shame them real quick? That's just gonna pop so easily.
No survivors.
They have no morale, and I have twice as many troops. There were literally no survivors. I lost about 1,000 units. And we just squished 8,000 of them.
I love the smell of genocide in the morning.
It doesn't it smell glorious? So, now we get to enforce our demands on them. If we humiliate them, we get a lot of power projection, and if you get enough power projection, you get extra admin points, or monarchy points, and eventually you can get another general without having to pay upkeep. But I really just want land. So the goal prevents demanding this province. I can't demand because of the rule I took. Well, I feel like an ass. Because I picked this war goal, I can't take any land. And we're gonna have a peace. This will establish a truce until 1451 if I don't do anything on it. That sucks. So strength, that's an option. Requires all the war skull. Will gain 100 monarch. That sucks. I want money because you fucked up and pissed me off. So you're gonna give me 10% of your income every month. Novgorod will give me claims. I don't really care if you have claims on.
I want 10% of a country's income every month.
No shit, right? We're gonna humiliate you because that power projection sounds really nice. And that's gonna have.
Do you just like turn up to like a meeting with them and then like go to shake their hand in front of everybody and then pull it away last second?
No,
Say
we
peace,
actually
love?
pants them in the middle of everybody. And how much money do you have? 135 gold. I'm gonna take it all.
You force them to wear a dress in the next address.
Exactly. There you go. And that will give us a peace for 12 years, which I'm not terribly happy about, but it's a lot of money. And will give us some inflation. Not much though. Can I can force you to give them without peace for another 2 years. And I don't really want to do that. The Livonian Order is going to take territory in this war. Damn it. But there's no point in staying in war, so we'll just call it. Gosh, that was stupid. Should have looked before declaring war a little better. I can build provincial improvements. We have a truce. Yeah, there's armies that are black flagged. And we've suffered casualties, not a big deal. Okay, so, hi Ryzan! Lovely little country you have there. Don't mind me if I take it.
What happened to it?
Trevere is under a personal union. Maybe that should happen. I don't remember this. Oh wait, that's where's me. I have a personal union over Trevere. That's awesome. So I had their army actually helping me do it. What's that? Here's. Crap, it's been so long since I've this last. And then by so long, I mean a month. I just don't remember what the option is. Integrate. There it is, but I have to wait for years to just absorb that. So, Corvus Lithuania is looking right about. Now the fun part about this game is the ledger, because you can look at all the stats of your enemies. They have about 20,000 troops, and I have about 29,000. They have more manpower than me, but they also have Poland helping them, so we have to check Poland. And Poland's got a nice army too. They will have combined more than me and my allies, but might still be worth it if I can manage to pull up some decent victories. And they've got... What the hell do they have? They have Moldavia as a march, and they have vassal Mazovia. So those two little countries would also join with Poland if I attacked Lithuania. That sucks ass. Diplomat arrived home. Let's see. Should come to Ryazan soon. We will start a spy network in Lithuania in the meantime. And we had a royal marriage offer from Yaroslavl, however the fuck you pronounce that. We'll accept it. Claims fabricated. Gaul to claim my territory? Those fucking bastards. Too bad I already beat them in a war. Okay, so now that I have enough, like, points built up in my spy network, I can fabricate a claim on them. We got the conquest. Can't I do this? Spy network needs to be at least 25. I thought it was 10. Shit, that's gonna take a while. Want claims on everything, because if you got claims on everything, it's cheaper to core as your own territory. Speed 5! Just wait for some time to go by. What's our income? 1.8, because they built an army. Oh, we have forts. Forts are stupid. Let's destroy them. All they do is delay an invading army, and if you're good, if you play the game like you're supposed to, where you should be. Come on, Novgorod, save your territory from the Livonian Order. I really don't want. Well, actually, please border me, because if they border me, then I can go attack them. Still in Ryazan. Yeah, let's start building a spy network inside a Livonian Order. Because if they take over that Novgorod territory and border me, that means I can invade them and take their land. Ah, the smell of imperialism. Maybe this would be a good time for historical facts. Did you know Ivan the Great is actually the one that formed Russia? Recall, because you got this as you get. He formed, I don't remember what year. I think the early 1500s he formed it. And he was known for doing a lot of bad things because he was bad. Know who else I could really use? Why are none of the personal unions happening? Austria is supposed to get a personal union over Hungary. Teutonic Order, Austria, and they're at war with... They're at war with them! Oh man, this would be the best day ever. If I could get, like, Austria and Hungary as my allies, and then we could invade Lithuania, and everything would be right with the world, because they would be my... Yes! They border me, the Lithuanian Order. Leviathan. Damn it, I can't say it. Livonian Order is going down the drain. Soon. Some point soon. Okay, we're gonna get 25 on Ryazan, and we're just gonna steamroll the shit out of them. Back home. Down to 3. Steamrolling! We're gonna swap around these armies real quick. Because the 12k one has the one with the general. Steamrolling commence. They're like the only person around me that like halfway likes me. That is not like forced to like me. I'm gonna go kill him. Keep your enemies close and your friends closer. That's the saying, right? Wah. We're attacking into the steps. Okay. Let's see what we can. I maybe should have switched things around to get them out. Since they're in the steppe, they're in like a steppes territory, and we would be attacking into it, we get a severe penalty, which I do not want. So if they go into my land, I don't care as long as I go. If they move over, we should move in and start the conquering. What's that? Oh, the War of the Roses came to an end. Who won? Doesn't really matter, it's only fucking equal. The only really bad thing I guess you could say about this game is England really doesn't ever do much except get its ass kicked in here by France. You know, maybe they create a navy at some point, that's to be feared. But not going to be a big deal as Russia. Let's see. There's a plague. Do we want extra local autonomy and less goods produced, or just spend some money? Spend some money. I took it from poker odds anyway. Where are you going? You're gonna go siege my allies' territory. I really. Alright, fine, send the army that way. I might not be able to get 100% war score, and I need 100% to consume them into me. They will become a part of me, like a conjoined twin. Okay. Hey! Yep, they're still gonna be an asshole. We need to split up the army. But we're gonna take attrition since we're not in our own land and supply limits. And we've almost taken their capital. Yay. Oh, and my allies going in with a massive army. Might as well back them up. Fun part about it is if the allies' army attacks first, and we just go in to support it, they take most of the casualties, not me. The only good part about having allies, meat shields. Ta-da! Wrecked them, damn near killed them. Now I just need to catch the rest of that retreating army, squish them into the ground, and then all will be right with them. Well, the Russian world. Hey, what the? Kill him. Something just happened with Lithuania and I skipped over it too fast. Siege of Ryazan is complete. Now we will kill their army. We take that last territory that they managed to grab, surprisingly. And now we have 100% war score. And you are mine, and I want money. Yay! That will give us how much aggressive expansion? 26? Oh, with Ryazan being the pissed off one, but guess what? They're now a part of me. Okay, we gotta raise local autonomy there so they don't revolt so fast. No. Wow! Need to start coring them, but that's ridiculous. Your corruption is growing. I don't remember why. Because of overextension, because we own territory that is not a core. That is expensive to core. Holy crap. Only well, it's 22 development, that's not too bad. So you're gonna go there, and we'll move the rest of the army up. And oh yes, that's right. Start 35. I mean, there's no possible. Oh, because we already have a claim on those. Oh, because they were Livonian. Not Livonian. Novgorod ones that we gained a claim on. Yay! Oh, and they're going to war. This is just like a beautiful time to be alive. Oh, Austria, did you stop your war? Okay. Pussies. How's Poland? How's Hungary at war with them? Poland's not a. Oh, Poland is at war with Hungary, the Teutonic Order, and the Livonian Order. So there. That's a thinker. And I don't like thinking very much. Okay, so we're gonna take the Novgorod territory. That is rightfully mine. The corruption will go away, but it's gonna cost us money. It's Defender of the Faith is terrible and costs 500. It's not terrible, but it costs 500 gold and I don't spend it. Do I have the income yet? For dang it. It's admin that gets us to tech, so that being higher is actually not bad. Just military's gonna suffer. Yeah, let's do you, and we'll do a military person. That's gonna take up quite a bit of money. It will get us an extra point in each of those monarchy characters per month. And I guess we can afford you too. It's just we can't afford much more in the way of a bigger army. Army's big enough at the moment. Okay. So, you're at war with Poland and Lithuania, which means this should be a steamroll if I've ever seen one. We're gonna take... Let's take Cologne. That will be simple. The Teutonic Order won't even join, it's just gonna be Riga. That little crap right there. This is gonna be so good. I feel bad for the people in Riga. Like, present day, because I talk shit on that city a lot. They always seem to survive for a very long time, even though they're just this small. Except in one of my previous games where I just totally steamrolled them early in the game. That was fun. Okay. Let the sieging and pillaging begin. Why let a few deaths get in the way of a good pillaging? Hey little guy, what do you think you're doing coming down around there? You think you're gonna come around and get me from behind? Oh, that's cute. Guess what? I won't allow it. Actually, it's December, I will allow it. Because you're gonna lose, guys, considerably, if you're in my territory at this time of year. Okay. So far, the war is looking quite good. Except Lithuania is getting in the way and conquering territory that's rightfully mine. Start sieging down their capital. Actually, they've got a lot of forts. Oh! And it looks like my combined ally army just went and kicked the crap out of the Livonian army that was coming at me. Let's improve relations with Horde is currently getting the crap kicked out of it by Crimea. Who else do I want as a friend? Ooh, let's increase relations with Sweden. Then we can help support their independence. So we can conquer them later. It's really all this game is just conquer everybody. That is terrible. That's bad too. Crap. Yeah, let's do that, but we're gonna have to raise stability. Which takes points, but gives you bonuses for being positive, and we do not want the downsides of negative. Wow, if I keep conquering all this territory, I'm not gonna have the admin points to keep it. How old is my general? 30, or my king. Czar. No, not Czars yet. 35. He'll be alive for a while still. Although his son kinda sucks. No, that's him. His son's better. I want that heir, but he's only 10. Not in that way. Gonna keep 1,000 here to maintain the siege, whereas the rest to help bolster that army to help fight back rebels. Because apparently I'm fighting the Livonian rebels now. Who knew? It's November and there's no severe weather penalties. It is now the year 1450. 6 years have gone by. The sieges are going well. My ally. Oh, did Lithuania sue for peace? Oh, what the hell happened? The Livonian Order lost its ally, the Teutonic Order, so now they're on their own. It's just them and Riga. Oh, which means they're just ripe for the taking. Massacre. Now we just have to wait for all these sieges to finish, basically. Who's suing for peace? It already went away. Apparently I missed it. Our forces are under siege in Riga. Not really, because my allies conquered it for me, so that's the reason I'm getting that. Yep. They have a regency now, which that kind of sucks for them. Novgorod! Aren't we getting close to being able to kick your ass again? 7 more years. There's a peace from Riga! What do they say they will give us? 120 ducats, 10% of their income. And I'm happy with that. Now we only have the Livonian Order, and Riga can do their own thing. Yay! We siege down their capital. I don't think we're gonna be able to get on also. I don't think they got ships protecting those straits. Siege never finished. Let's see if we can. Wow, that is roundabout if I've ever seen it. Get to Mitau. Suppose we can try that. That is roundabout as well. Wherever that is. Goldingen! We took Revel. Can we get across the Ulsa? No, we cannot. Go into Dorpt and conquer Dorpt. Radical reforms. I don't know, some kind of reforms. They want to happen, but I have a lot of options. That is awesome! Except I lose the stability. 200 administrative power, 200 diplomatic, or 200 administrative and diplomatic. Why would you choose 2 or 3 ever? 5 mercantilism is great for economy, but you lose stability. I'm trying to go for tech right now and conquering, so the extra administrative points probably. So we'll take 200 of each. But we lost 2 advisors because of that, which isn't great, but it isn't. We're gonna wait a month because they're expensive until I get my cheap ones back. Okay, want a super piece. We'll just no. We'll do it on my terms. I'm gonna do it because you say you want to do it. I want to do it because I say I want to. Not to mention, if I take that if my ally siege down that last fort, we're gonna get a lot more. Now we're just basically conquering the rest of them. Yay! We're at 95%. Just take that last fort. Come on, allies, you can do it. Yay! 99% war score. Now we can enforce all kinds of terrible commands on them. Yeah, that might be pushing it a bit. If I take that one without having too bad. I'm gonna take 144 points total. All of your money. That's all the money you've got. You guys suck. Releasing nations. Have him release Estonia. That means I can go to Estonia. Or Livonia. Possibly. Let's see what else we can get out of them. Reparations is a must. And then I think I will force you to release Estonia. And I'm gonna get 30 overextension. 22 aggressive expansion. People aren't happy that I'm taking everything. Now we'll have peace until 1464, which is a whopping 13 years from now, but I can take over Estonia in the meantime. Yes, send that demand. So Estonia should like me. We will be forced to have a truce with them until 67, which kind of sucks. We can worry about that later. Get my cheap ones back. Yay. Missionary strength. It's good if I want to convert the Sunnis. Extra diplomat relations. That's not bad. Okay. Bring the armies back. I suppose prepare for an invasion of Novgorod again. Well, here, let's just stay in our newly conquered territory. I need to raise the autonomy in conquered territory so we have less rebels. Until they realize that I am their one and true king and, realize they can't do shit about it. What? Marriage? Guess I gotta dissolve that at a certain point. The Golden Horde got its shit wrecked. Yeah, we're just gonna conquer this country.
Russia.
Yeah, Crimea just kicked the crap out of the Golden Horde, so they're not.
Oh, Crimea River.
Don't be putting those kind of jokes on me.
Oh man.
I'm playing as Russia, or I will be. Claims fabricated by Novgorod because they're assholes. We're gonna gain a traitor as recall the diplomat from Sweden.
Novograd worries as their ass gets blasted.
Soon. We're gonna conquer these little guys first. The Golden Horde will come to help, but the Golden Horde's gonna suck a big
I was
one.
looking up Russian history a second ago, and Novograd really got railed in history.
Yeah, it didn't take much. They wouldn't have, like, hardly half of their country still if I hadn't screwed up in my war declaration. I actually have a decent amount of money at the moment. How many diplomatic slots do I have? They are all full, so I'm not even going to look at allies right now. I'm just going to worry about conquering more territory. Superior arms. the hell are you guys doing? That little country of Odoyev, who was guaranteed their independence by the Golden Horde, decided to declare war on the Golden Horde instead and try and expand their puny territory. That just makes stuff easier for me.
Man, the Golden Horde's really getting railed.
Yeah,
Poor guys.
Crimea is actually doing not bad. The only problem with moving any farther south right now, except for that little blue guy, is they're all Sunnis. I'd have to convert them all, and that's a pain in the ass. Okay, so we have a claim. I have a claim. Excuse me. There's a Casus Belli, it's right there.
You just gotta go on a crusade.
Why little genocide get in the way of a good crusade? Actually, you're not wrong.
A crusade of Stardust.
God damn it. Oh yeah, Ryan, wasn't it you that was watching Stardust Crusaders?
What was it?
Last time we spoke, weren't you watching Your Way Through JoJo?
Oh, I was watching, yeah, Stargate.
Stargate.
I can make states. Oh crap, the whole states. Mechanic.
I'm confused, psycho.
They added the states mechanic in a recent update. Well, it was like a 6-month update, but I never got used to it. So now I gotta remember how to do it. It's a territory. Because you can only have so many stupid states without incurring major penalty. Now, it's dumb. Fine.
What are those weird grey like cities within your like territory?
The weird what?
The weird like greyish, bluish ones.
Those guys?
Tver and
Your Silva. Tver is a personal union with me, so basically they say we love you in all things and agree to be with you forever. Your Silva is a vassal, which means we kind of like you right now and we'll follow you right now, but don't piss us off too much or we'll try to leave.
Good luck trying to leave when you're landlocked.
Yeah, exactly. The blue, well, they can get into their independence supported by other countries, which is what I'm hoping to do to Sweden, because right now Sweden is a vassal of Denmark somehow. So if I support their independence, they can break away from Denmark, and I will go to war with Denmark at the same time. Then they will become an independent nation who is no longer a vassal, which means that I can conquer them without bringing Denmark and Norway in on it. So if I make them a state, it'll cost 0.05 in maintenance every month, and it will increase my income by 0.03 per month. But I don't. I need to find out where the state's map is. Thought it was under here. Way so I can see this. I just don't remember. States and territories. Laskovy, you can see there, is a state. That's the capital state of Moscow. This is the state of Moscow, I suppose. This is a new territory or state. This is the territory of Estonia, Puskov, which means that they always have some kind of local autonomy, if I remember right, and don't provide as much to me until you make them official state of the country, like Karelia is now, and some form of Karelia. I guess this is all Karelia. That's not. That fucked up. In my opinion, the whole damn state's territory's crap. Territories cannot have an autonomy lower than 75%, which means they lose all kinds of contributions to my country. The territories don't give us as much army, they don't give us as much money, they don't give us as much trade power until they become an official state. But But I can make that territory into a state, but right now I've got several places. They have to be a core before they can become a state. You're only allowed to make states, if I remember right. I don't remember where to see that shit, though. I'll pull it up sometime. Never needs to be made a core. I can make a state! Oh, this will cost about 0.08, but actually increase our income by quite a decent little. So that's good. And now we need to make it a core. Why am I gotta look up these stupid state mechanics. Yay, we killed them. This war is so crappy and small that I'm just letting time go by a fun 5. Ooh, let's spend the money and hope we don't lose it. Damn it! Okay, that means our heir died. Oh, that sucks. If we don't have a legal heir and we die, that means the country goes into a regency council, which means I can't declare war. And I don't even know if the Rights of Man of Expansion's out. If it did, oh shit, they changed. They finished their war with the Golden Horde, so now they have more territory for me to take. But it suit me. God, Golden Horde got screwed. What is Sweden doing to my beautiful Novgorod? Denmark, you're a prick. That was supposed to be mine. Let's lose the legitimacy, it's fine. Finish this war, Jesus. No, screw your peace decision, we're gonna do a 5 peace deal. We're just gonna take it all, screw anything bad that can happen. We're gonna annex this little shithole country and it's now ours. Now I have score. And we also really should try and convert the religion. Except you can't do it at the same time you're trying to make it a core. Wow, I burned through my manpower trying to do this. Okay, we still have a truce with Novgorod until 58. That is only 4 years away. Then we get to try this again. Let's see. Oh, Lithuania got the personal unit of Poland. And Poland allied themselves with the Brandenburgian Space Marines. Sweet. Oh, do you have so many allies? Jesus. You're allied with the Timmies, that doesn't concern me. The spy network. We have other truces that don't expire until 67. Let's try and say that we will for where is it? Relations, Aztec, influence, alliance, support independence. They will not accept it because they are loyal to Denmark. Well, that sucks. Actually, they aren't. Oh, come on! Denmark took those 2 territories. Denmark took Novgorod territory and then that looks fucked up. We're gonna have to correct that. The world map's too messy now. We'll just paint it all our colorful shade of tan. Fix that right up. Okay, now we can make another state. How many states? territory can be made into the state of the nation, which is an integral part of the realm. This will cost some maintenance depending on the distance from the capital, while reducing its minimum autonomy dramatically. The maximum number of states can be reduced by increasing government rank, advancing administrative technology, and completing the administrative ideals. Oh, I need to look at myself. And rank. Monarchy can have 5 states at the moment. We currently have like four. Yeah, we have 4 states right now. Oh no, we have more states than that. Wait, what? Different. Your capital state you get from. Where are all these different states? Whatever. We can turn it into a state. We'll turn it into a state. Yay, missionaries. Convert the Catholics into good Orthodox people. It's a spy work. Lithuania is going to be a major pain in the buttocks for a while. Unless we get us some allies. We're just gonna let the game run for a little bit, because at the moment I'm not really sure how to proceed. Hey, we have a new heir! Awesome. I just need to turn 18 and quick. June. Get to 58. Okay, Novgorod and take over the rest of their territory. Then it looks like we're gonna expand into Scandinavia.
Oh.
You alright there, Buffy? What does the world think of me now? People are slightly happier with me, except the people that are really pissed off. Okay. Novgorod has announced me as a rival. Shocker. Oh, why don't we have rivals? Novgorod is of course a rival. Denmark is a rival, and I guess. Crimea or Poland? Crimea. So we should start the fabricating Crimea as well. So we can push south, and while they will be Muslims, Sunni Muslims, oh yay technology! Yay military technology. This is a good one. And cavalry and infantry morale are always good. Why do we still have a fort? I thought I got rid of all of you. Here. Buy forts. All you do is cost money, and you do very little for me. Except cost money. Diodro, what the? Wow, Crimea is actually turning into a bit of a powerhouse this game. They take over that Genoa territory. They're actually not doing too bad for themselves. Crimea's allies are the Nogai, the... however you pronounce that blue territory right there. And the Timmies. The Timmies are exploding right now. The Ottomans are doing what they always do, being the Ottomans. Holy Roman Empire has elected Joseph I of Austria to be their new emperor. A regent now rules Austria. Okay, sure. How is that possible? They got elected emperor when they have regency council. That's ridiculous. Harold from Verdun has been accepted as an electorate. The Holy Roman Empire. Good for them. It's almost time for another war! Here on The War is Right. Guess the correct number of troops the enemy will have without going over to win a fabulous prize. Now we're gonna hold on to those points. That Diplo trade. Text now. We've gained some core provinces, and oh look, we can build another state! We'll just keep making states. Until they say I can't do it anymore. But this is really slowing down my tech progression. If it goes too far, we're eventually going to run into corruption. I'm so used to just pushing war all the time. Hello, Kazami Tempest. I did not actually see you in chat there. I apologize. Orthodox Crimea. That is an interesting playthrough. I said a little earlier on that I actually done a few playthroughs. Oh crap, rebels. A few playthroughs as because I didn't raise autonomy. Autonomy's already really high. Played an Ottoman game and decided that I was going to be Orthodox. 8 years, that is not a short amount of time. 0.8. Not a short amount of time. Catholic Zealots, that's because I'm converting you. Oh, except a religious... Yeah, because the way you've got to do the religious shift is retarded. You have to have more territories, be Okay, that just happened. You have to have more territories, and they're on the steppes, which means this is gonna suck. Okay, Russians, throw troops at it! Because the conversions for religious is... Oh, ow! That didn't hurt as bad as it could have. Thinking of going with something nomadic. I've never played a nomadic nation, it's something I haven't done. Full religious ideas, that would be nice. Especially for this game's lost so much, Jesus. The religious shift is you have to have over half of your territories have to be the other religion, then the rebels for that religion will spawn. You allow them to take over your capital, and then you accept their demands, change the, at least as the Ottomans, before you accept their demands, yeah, they're sieging your capital, they're sieging Constantinople. You move your capital there, if I remember right. Or is it after you accept the rebel demands? I don't remember. But you have to accept the rebel demands to change your religion. It sucks because you have to allow a revolution to happen. It's a big pain in the ass. Okay. So let's go to war with the Novgorod again and actually not screw it up this time. We're gonna take but my armies haven't healed all the way. Let's wait for them. It's only gonna take a few more months. What I'm going with the Zoroastrian Timurids. Zoroastrian Timmies. That would be an interesting playthrough. I haven't actually played too much out of Europe, although I did play a Japan game from Japan for one of the mini state, so I got that achievement. Although I also tried a North American playing with Native Americans. That was a big pain in the ass, and I'll probably never do that. They are so freaking bad. Because you gotta build native structures, and that's the only way really to increase your territory, and then you pray. That a European country settles close to you, but not a powerful one, because that's the only way to become a Western tech, and you can actually progress technologically and not just be shitty the entire game. They have one Zoroastrian province. You're gonna try and convert Timmy's to Zoroastrian from one territory. You, sir, are a masochist. Wow. I finally managed to convert the heretics. That took too late, or don't come. Very nice. That means that is going to be the biggest pain in the ass biggest pain in the ass ever. I did not start. I started with Muscovy, which is on the sea, which means you don't get sailors. Which means it takes forever to get sailors. I feel so happy about the decision. How many points is this going to take? 688. What? Or, oh gosh, that's 50 years in almost. They don't come till then, Jesus. Tempest, I don't know if you were here earlier, but I severely screwed up in our first war with Novgorod and took the wrong war goal, so I couldn't conquer any territory. So that's why we're prepping for again after the armies have gotten full strength again. Okay, let's try it again. Declare war, take a conquest goal of Novgorod. That's pretty much their entire army. Go. Our allies are helping now. It's only woods, that's not too bad. And we're gonna hit these. Let's move it back down to speed 4 for the war. That is actually a lot of losses for how many troops I sent in. Wow. I didn't expect to lose that much infantry. Oh! Oh crap, what happened to my general? That's why it was so bad. Their general whooped my ass. Well, those have to stay there. Allies, come help! Vassals! Vassal storm. Engage. Kill the heathens. Yay, go vassals! You still didn't wreck them, you vassals are worthless. Oh, I have the game pause, that's why nobody's moving. Whoops. No, we're not doing that. We'll just lose the diplo power, that's not big. That's why I didn't take the tech earlier, because I wanted to save points. Okay. More territories being occupied. And my vassal army, my vassal ally army is going to go wreck what remains of the Novgorod army. Should be, it wasn't enough to squish, I thought it would be. I don't want to build province improvements. I know I've suffered casualties. I know there's unrest. Novgorodian. Everyone calm. But you guys, like, love me, right? Why don't you love me? That was a very quick war. I want all of it. It is all rightfully mine. Mostly. Okay, maybe not. That is a costly what? It costs so much. Probably their capital. Yeah, their capital is 200 on its own. Ooh, I could lock them in so only I can conquer them later. It's a good tactic. If I do this, just take these territories for now. The Novgorod are completely surrounded by me. I can actually do it with this. Yeah, that. So nobody else can conquer them because they are totally landlocked by me, so I can just conquer them whenever my heart fancies. Do that. And I want money, and I want war reps, and you're gonna give up claims. I don't really care about when the truce is over. All I care really about is the stuff I get and the power projection. I think I'm gonna get any power projection. Cool. Now Novgorod is my bitch. Crimea, and I guess Poland. Rivals. Have enough rivals. Why can't I? Under siege by rebels. Damn it. Yeah, because we're gonna have to go over there. Get out of there. It's black flags. Right. Well, if they move into the territory, it's not gonna matter. They move into Novgorod territory. We've been informed that a diplomat from Sweden has been discovered building a spy network. And now it's not my rebels' problems. What is under quote-unquote siege? I can't. Is away from our closest unblockaded core province with a port, which means I can't core it yet. That will fix itself in time. Need to raise it tomorrow. Can't. So we don't have a bunch of rebellions pop up on us too soon. Okay, I thought we were building a spy network. It's Denmark. And well, you have some significant allies. They're not that significant. We're gonna build a bunch of spy networks and keep doing some claims.
User disconnected from your channel.
Oh, who's that?
Goofy did.
Boofy? He didn't even say goodbye.
It's okay, baby. I'm still here watching you.
You're still here, Zyko. At least you're a true friend.
See, still.
We're gonna do Etrica first. Order them off. We really need to get something. I guess religious ideas or something, so we can get the Bosses Bailey religion, so I can do this cutoff stuff more often. So otherwise, it's really hard to get claims on the stuff that's in like that, so it costs a lot more admin points to pull off some commitments. However, we do have the admin points now to do this tech, which means we can make a church, which is a tax building. I have something I can actually do with all that money. Left unchecked. I know, I just wish I knew what was causing the corruption. Oh, I'm just not paying enough to root it out. Well. Fine. Just root it out. Pay all the money for corruption. That's a dumb mechanic. Something's gonna happen here, I don't know what, but even if they break away from Novgorod, they're landlocked by me, so I'm not concerned. Okay. We're still have a truce with you guys. Not for much longer, though. Oh, you guys allied with Denmark, you're an asshole. Ran to another ally when you couldn't be protected when standing against me. So that means we would be going against... That's navies. Oh, Denmark's army of about 19,000, which is a lot, but it's a good amount. Norway's about 16,000, which that kind of sucks. And Sweden's of 20,000, and the Livonian North. So that's not really a good option right now. I think our best option right now is just kind of lay low. Don't do much in the... Damn it! Maybe we could build up to 35,000 troops. We got enough money incoming to do that. Where? Eva and Clone. We can get the 3 years. It's not right. And we're gonna have you come sit in Eva, so you hold them down. Hold them down by the back of the head. Keep them from doing anything bad. Why do rebels always have to be so rebellious? The Duke of Burgundy died. The Burgundy inheritance just fired. Oh boy, did Austria get bigger. If you didn't see from previous shots, there was a country called Burgundy here. They just had a vent fire, which they split in two. Part of the territory went to France, most of it goes to Austria. So Austria's kind of split in 3 right now, but that makes Austria quite a bit more powerful. See Austria the Emperor there in the dark red. That actually kind of sucks. Actually no, aren't I friendly with Austria? I need to keep that friendly. So if I can get an ally with them, basically Europe, at least Eastern Europe is gonna be a walk in the park. I just gotta get out. Gosh, we gotta find a way to beat out Poland. That would break their alliance. Core provinces, yay, which means we should be able to core that. Why not? What isn't cored? That one? Sort of. Oh, because it's water. I should have done one more. Well, that sucks. Their autonomy is going to be high, and their license extension. That's going to be a lot of bad things. But hey, that's actually the most supply window. Shit. Execute the troublemakers, or pay money, and I have money. Surprisingly, a lot. Means I might need to redo my army. So right now my army is mostly comprised of regulars, which is fine, but they use up a lot of manpower. If I went with a mercenary-based army, I could just pay for troops. They cost more, but it doesn't take away from manpower. Which is how most of my armies turn out by mid to late game, usually. And it's only 1462, the game goes to 1821, so we still have a long, long time to go. Hey, Denmark. You know those territories. Oh, I already have things. So that's about pointless. Crimea is like... Hey, you're not allied with the Timmies anymore. We can take advantage of this, but it's not worth it. Then we're gonna do, like, say, Penza. And Bornoth is gonna be... It's about the only one we can really take. So just taking off these little chips in wars. biggest issue is these guys right now, because I could easily conquer a large part of this. Well, Estonia is not going to be a problem. Estonia is like is up to 67. Livonian Order is going to be the problem. Unless I go through Riga. Which is going to be hard to get a claim on. However, if I take Estonia's, that would give me the thing, which would give me Riga, which would then declare war on them, with the Casus Belli of Conquest, which will pull the Livonian Order into it, and it's a Teutonic Order in Lubeck. Be sure. Austria and France are at war. This is one of the games where they're actually not allied, so it becomes much easier if those two superpowers are at war. So I need to make a note of that probably for next time, because that will take too long to do this session. Because if I take Estonia in 67, then get a Casus Belli in Riga, I can attack Riga, and the Livonian Order, kick the Livonian Order's butt, and force them to annul their treaty with Denmark, which would then give me an open within 10 years, which would give me less than 10 years, because 10 years is the treaty it makes, truce it makes between two people when they have an alliance dissolved is 10 years. They can't become allies again until 10 years later. If your truce is less than 10 years, then you can attack the Livonian Order beforehand and get away with it. Time to deal with their ally. Which is not a bad ally, it's actually a terrible ally. It's just too big for me at this point. Although my allies do have bigger armies than I thought. Actually, quite a bit. It's 22,000 right there, it's not bad. They can't siege down more, so those rebels are probably never gonna finish it. So yeah, that's gonna finish up. Come back and have this guy put the spine in here so we can get those two. And can we fabricate a claim yet? 20. What happened to an advisor? Oh, a military advisor. Discipline. Cheap. That makes me happy. It's gonna be 41 years is the way this is going now, so let's just move an army into Clone because that'll push down to 0. And then the percentage will start to fall. We don't have to worry about that rebellion. While in the meantime, we wait for our war with Estonia to. Scovy gets. Wow, that sucks. Yeah, that's fine. We haven't had much of the religion. Yeah, we haven't had any of the patriarchal fire yet. Yay! Okay, cool. That means as soon as our truce is up on February of 1467, we can go pillaging. And my one good army is basically going to do it. But I can't right now. Only got 4 to choose from. A general. Okay, so now we need to get to 67 as fast as possible. Basically, because we don't have a whole lot else going on with this. And I don't think building... chest trade. I think this can get us over 2. Be a net gain by the end of the game. Takes forever to do that though. So like, you get one every 5 months. It's gonna take. Terrible. Right? Like that would take 10 months, which means times that by 100. 1,000 months. So this might take 500 months. Which is something like a century. 16 are almost. Wow, 1,000 months, yeah. So we'll just do 3 churches. 500 months. 500. Math. 500 divided by 10 is only 50. So it would take a little less than 50 years. Or 20. Take over 100 years for 10. Still a ridiculous amount of wait to finally start making money back off. Although if you take the 100 from enemies, then it's just free. Still not worth it. And the churches are done. Come on, 1467. Spy network in Denmark has gotten as big as it can. We're still trying to figure out how we're gonna do this whole thing. Let's go back and France belongs to the Papal States, and you're fighting Austria, Milan, and Brandenburg. Because surprisingly, Hungary did not get in on the bashing, or no, the use. Bosnia and Mecklenburg. Hungary doesn't seem like a safe bet right now. That is a severely weakened Austria. If they don't have Hungary behind them. Let's improve relations with Hungary. Maybe we can get an alliance with them. Take out Romania. That is a severely weakened Austria. They don't have Hungary. That's like a third of their normal military might just go on. Just lose 5%, it's fine. And Crimea is actually becoming a powerhouse. Don't see that very often. Not all we can hope to do. Worked. February 67, come on! We're gonna keep that diplomat for now. Let's see, monetary reforms. Suck a fat one. I hate that event. Just stability again, which costs me points, which puts me behind admin, tech, which really kind of pisses me off because I've already got a 5% discount favor bonus. I'm sure somebody's gotta have. Sweden and Denmark and Novgorod have better military technique. That's not good. Wow, almost everybody does except Lithuania. Awesome. It is 67. Here we go. Wow, Austria, why are you sucking so bad? Okay. We're gonna go against Estonia. Take Reval and we're gonna take Oslo. Somehow. Charge! Wow. Everything died. I don't think I can get an army over there. Not a chance. So hopefully we can take Oslo in the peace deal, but I doubt it at this point. They're gonna keep sneaking an army across, but Vessels will be able to take care of that. If they go down south, they would need military access for that. I don't think they've got it. We're not 50 years into the game yet, so we can't integrate anybody. What would the point of that be? Crimea is a thing. Do you even have like Dimmies would have to come up into my team. I don't even know. Just have to see. Well, let's just try and take more there. Colonists. Yeah, you get that from ideas. Eventually, once I get a colonist, I can start colonizing the grayish territories up here. Actually, those are wasteland, not up there. Here, Venice is getting on the Bass Austria bandwagon. Jesus. Yay! Finally do it. Yay, we can finally do that. We're gonna do an idea. And I really want to crap, I don't want to do religious. Is there one here that gives you the permanent cost of Bailey against neighboring heathens? That's awesome. Because that means I wouldn't have to do all this spy stuff, reputation, just take everything. Oh, if you have a claim, it still costs less. What? The third cost is Bailey. There's one in diplomatic ideas. Maritime influences. Less aggressive expansion impact. Maritime's not great. Exploration. Trade ideas. Diplomatic ideas. Sucks. Advisor set. Cost to fabricate claims. Plus, it's nice. Yeah, that sucks too. Religious ideas the first time. We'll do a military idea probably next. Newly prestiged. It's missionary strength. That's awesome. Stability cost modifier, another missionary. Yeah, we'll go with that. Well, it'll suck to keep admin tech up. It's not gonna be terrible. Core creation costs less though. It's actually a bit nice. But you get part of that with the Russian, with just being Russian ideas. So not bad. We are coming up on the hour and 45-minute mark. I'm going to be cutting this off at the 2-hour mark, so we get about 15 minutes left. I appreciate everybody who came and stuck around. Zyko, thank you for sticking around this entire time. And oh yeah, and any other viewers, I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out, listening to me ramble on about this game that I do enjoy. We're actually not doing bad right now. Austria's doing terribly. Correct. The Siege of Rebels finished, and the Livonian Order took the opportunity to take awesome. Sucks. That's gonna like ruin my entire plan. Because they're gonna claim that. They just are. I'll be able to take Bravo, but we're not gonna be able to do Riva. The port's here, and now I'm banking on the fact that I can get that. Occupied by an enemy. Which means we're probably just gonna have to go with Denmark head on. Which is not my favorite idea here. We are, however, probably gonna go with Gaza next. What is our religion doing right now? We can't because of Sunni, non-accepted culture, and developments slowed down, which means we really need these patriarch authority events to fire because that gives me increased power for the missionaries. gonna wait for hopefully the Livonian Order war to get over with so they can sue the peace against the Estonians. Get their territory or hopefully not get their. I know. They do it a fourth time, I think it gets stability drop. Oh, this is bad. We'll see Luxembourg. Oh. Oh, you released Trio too? You guys are terrible. I don't even see Trio. Oh. Trio, you got your asses kicked. Holy Roman Empire might actually be in this game. Austria is gonna pay. France is gonna be hegemon. The Ottomans aren't really doing much. Yeah, it's gonna be time for us to just push through the south. Religious unity isn't affecting us too bad. We eventually have issues. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere with Estonia. So, sorry. Wife just texted and I haven't seen her much today, so. Text her back. Okay, so, we're gonna, put that. And really, I could force him to become a vassal. That draw me into a war. I just I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. Because it will draw me into war probably. Only you're at war with Denmark. That's pretty good. Yeah, so we're just gonna sue for peace. We're gonna take that. We're not gonna vessel. We're gonna do the give up claims and that since we're gonna be that upset with us. And we'll take what we will for Revolve. And let's see. Bashkiria. Zan's probably next up on our list. Crimea is close because Crimea is getting too big for the riches. We have to fight them anyway, and these guys are a problem. It is time to looking into expanding our military force, though. Why did our force limit go down? It's not 35 before. I can make another 4, which would be the same. Let's do another 2 infantry and cavalry. Send in the cavalry, and then we will appear down in the southern territories. Yeah, Livonian Order just absorbed them. Denmark's gonna be a pain in the freaking butt. They a different religion than us? They're Catholic. That would give us the perfect classes baby. So that will be the plan. Busted the plan. Oh, well, this is good. I understand that. Oh, yeah, okay, I guess I'm not gonna finish that mission. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah. I need all those and those to really finish this. Although the great Alexander Nevsky protected Rus from the Teutonic and Swedish pillagers of the mantle of protection of Rus is cast in his gold. Thus conquered Novgorod and make princes of Novgorod see the truth by force of arms. Yeah. Yeah, we should probably complete this. It just costs so much in admin points. I'm empire building, dang it. No. Okay, change in plans a bit. If we could pull this off right now. Shice. I don't have time to be dealing with both. Sweden declared independence with the help of Scotland. That means Denmark is severely tied up, and most. You only need one. Ham and cola. Build a spy network there. Fabric. Gosh. Why is Perm not on Perm? Mortia. And then we're going to actually prepare for a launch and attack on. Shit, I should offer that military access to him. Yep. Yep. Because at the moment we'll be fighting. Gosh, I don't even know now because everything just got changed. Riga doesn't count. Norway's got like some troops. The Livonian Order has like 8,000. Denmark has like 18,000. Denmark's gonna be the big pain in the butt. Sweden's got a lot of a military of only 14,000, which actually is here. And they're fighting Mecklenburg too. Yeah, Mecklenburg's tiny. However, I could, at the moment, pull this into a two-way war. Probably get access from Sweden into the rest of their country. Wipe out Denmark and Norway. And this is gonna be one for the bucks. We may force you guys down. As soon as we step off here, this is gonna be a little tricky. And 20 years is not too far off, and my allies may help. So, we're gonna send that 11,000 probably enough. Then we're gonna invade you guys from the north. And we're just extra. Gotta keep the and this is an opportunity that does not come very often. The Livonian Order brought an army, so pull that back. So ready. Yeah. This is actually totally. I don't really care actually. Ah! yes, we are going to have quite a bit going on here. So we need to watch it. We're not fighting a terribly secure force. They have a navy, we don't. But our land army is much bigger than theirs. Really don't want to sneak that much across. Because if that gets across and can't get back, it's 3,000 of it. And they're fighting Sweden too, so let the Holy Church be. Thank God those are starting to fire now. That goes up, they get better. No. Damn it, see. I was hoping I could get over there because I don't want him stuck over there. But that didn't work. Actually, you're gonna take a force up here and occupy that. No, we can't move through. However, may be able to ask for military readiness. They don't like us enough, so we'll start doing that, and even possibly consider giving it. Just to get enough up so we can seriously get military access. So we can help them against Denmark. The Swedish army caught them. Don't worry, we're gonna hold the Livonian order down, so you ain't gotta worry about them. Just go worry about Denmark. Oh, I can skim up the top. And my vassals will help me conquer now. The rest of the Livonian order. Or not. My allies are retarded. Yeah, my allies are actually freaking genius stupid. Let's let the 11k bring the thing. They actually build up like a force room. We have someone to attack back. Okay. So that's going well. Yep, our vassal allies are doing the thing, but man, we could take this all the way around. We can't exactly get into Denmark, but we can take Norway out of the action. Which will mean good things for you. Quarantine him. Yeah, it just affects that territory. Oh, come on, catch him. It's only 2k. It's gonna insta-squish. No, it's not gonna insta-squish. It's squished. Minimal losses. Yeah, we'll hang on to that. Diplomatic tech tree's not. So I usually don't put a whole lot of emphasis on getting those techs as fast as I can. Siege of Leafland has completed. Which means we can now move freely south. We're not actually at war with Riga. An advisor died, so here's the trade mission some more. Yeah. Ooh, it's February. Stay hunkered down, please.
Actually, it's October.
Yeah. We're only in Scandinavia. It's winter. What could possibly go wrong?
Everything.
It's not like anybody's lost a war because of fighting in the winter was too hard before, have they? Kill the bastard. Now these little jackasses. We call diplomat. We can now invest in a new idea. Yes. We get a permanent casus belli against all and any are not our religion, the heathens. Get it all. I don't care if it's all 12. Get in there. We can get them in there. Just yeah, they're already too far away. These three. Back out. What do you want? We'll see dorped to us. Actually, yeah, I'll take it. That just switched to Denmark. Oh, we got dorped, which is now Europe. Start converting. And we can't exactly afford that. Converting. However, we can keep conquering them. We should ask for access though. Good. That means now we can really help. We're losing your war. But good Ati. We got you back. Alright, it has been 2 hours though, which is when I was stopped for the evening. So I want to thank you all for viewing. We will be playing this again. I had incredible fun. This was kind of a test because I'm doing Extra Life again this year, here in a few weeks. And this was kind of a dry run to make sure everything was streaming properly, but it was also to see if I enjoyed streaming enough to get back into it again, at least for every now and again. So we will be doing this again. If you want to get a heads up when I will be streaming this again, down below you can follow. You can find my Twitter page. Follow me there. I always tweet out usually the day of. Oh, excuse me, the day of I will be streaming, so you can get a bit of a heads up down there. And I also give a heads up like right before I start streaming too. So follow there if you want to continue to watch this unfold. That's fine. And see how the Great Muscovy State will expand into Scandinavia, other parts of the world, as we become the big bad Russia. Thank you all for viewing, and I hope to see you again next time.